Quaid Azam Part 265. It's chapter number 7 and a war of succession, diverging paths. Chapter number 7, a war of succession, diverging paths. Wavell, who was the viceroy, of course, the soldier, viceroy, October 1943 to March 1947. Field Marshal Wavell's appointment to the Viceroy of India in succession to Linlithgow and his tenure as the penultimate holder of that high office was turbulent from appointment to departure. For one, Wavell had never been on the most cordial of terms with Prime Minister Churchill, from whom he got little real cooperation, but sadly he did not get that even from the successor Prime Minister Clement Attlee. When Wavell became the Viceroy of India, Britain faced the complex challenges of the Second World War. India could scarcely be the priority then, but when Germany surrendered, then too, he did not get the needed consideration from the successor Labour government. Wavell had wanted primarily to remain in uniform, though he did not mind being put on the shelf should such a national need ever arise. His diary of 24th June 1943 records his dilemma and the many issues that then confronted him. I accepted the viceroyalty in the spirit of a military appointment. One goes where one is told in time of war without making conditions or asking questions. I think I ought to have treated it in a political spirit and found out what the policy to India really was and what policy to India really was to be, and I think I could have made my own conditions. For I think Winston was really hard put to it to find someone. However, here I am, and I must do my best, though I am frankly appalled at the prospect of 5 years, hot to mind and soft to the body. I certainly do not look forward to 1944 and its problems. The food, coal, and inflation problems do not look any lighter. There seems likely to be little progress in the war on the Burma front. I see no prospect of any advancement in the political field. Wavell's qualifications for this appointment are justly described by Penderel Moon in his work. Wavell, the Viceroy's Journal. Wavell, he writes, was the only soldier to hold the office of the Viceroy after the Crown took the control over of India. Took over the control over India. Took over the control of India from the East India Company in 1858, and not from the aristocracy but from an upper middle class family, the mainstay of British Raj. He typified the best qualities of this class. First and the foremost was a deep sense of public duty and public service. Next is straightforwardness and complete integrity. Next is energy and capacity for hard work. But he also possessed some rarer qualities to which the younger Nehru's two sisters, Krishna Nehru and Huti Singh, Krishna Nehru Huti Singh, has drawn attention. He was a good viceroy, she has written, besides being conscientious of understanding and humane. Lord Wavell was in tradition of the greatest line in the British administration in India, wherein Hastings, Monroe, Malcolm, Sleeman, and Henry Lawrence, all of whom respected the people, sympathized with their feelings, and tried to understand them. This was, in reality, a stopgap.